Well, this is awkward. Why? Hang on one second, y'all. Well, for some reason my webcam doesn't want to work. That's funny. But yes, we will be playing through Cold Steel 2 this morning. As if I go to live scene. What would be really funny is if my webcam just started, just decided to not work. That would be pretty funny. A little weird. Let me try something real quick here. Let me try something real quick. There we go. Okay. We got it figured out. We got it figured out. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. Yes, we will be playing through Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. I gotta say, so I've had this game running for a little bit, so we could, run, so I could get the game up, and it opening to this, Rean just laying somewhere, knocked out. It hits me in the feels a little bit, man. It's got me a little worried for my boy Rean. But y'all, welcome to the stream. Thank y'all for tuning in. Agent 00 Snake, H3NM, and M? I don't, you don't have to help me pronounce your name. Yoshi in the building. What is up, y'all? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let me adjust the sound on this a little bit, because I have a feeling this might be just a tad too loud. Hopefully voices up a little bit higher. And that should be okay. That should be okay. So yeah. So we'll I'll leave this going for a little bit while I just manage some things on the back end here, trying to make sure everything's up and running so this stream runs smoothly for the next however many. We're gonna be playing this for a while. We might go until 1 p.m. my time, which is almost, it's 9:41 now, so we'll be going for a while. We'll stream tomorrow as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing here. JM, welcome. Welcome. Shay, welcome. What do you think of the last few hours of the first game? I gotta be honest with you. I'll get into this when I do a video for one second here. Did I not? That's right. So I'll get into this more when I do the full video. That'll be coming out here maybe this weekend. It just depends on time. The last few hours of the first game blew my freaking mind. I can't, man. I just couldn't. So when you go to the 7th floor of the old schoolhouse and you go through this portal, right, and you're in like this really cool looking dungeon with cogs and gears. Seriously, that dungeon was awesome. Loved the design of it. Looked great. Loved it. But when you play it and you finish it and then you show up in front of this door that opens up and Valamar's in there, I'm like, what? Like, I love mechs. I love Mobile Suit Gundam, Neon Genesis Evangelion, love those shows. So when I saw that, I was like, man, people have been leading me wrong this entire time. They shouldn't have said, hey, this game's better than Persona. They should have just said, dude, there's mechs in this game. I'm like, shoot, I'll play it right now. I could have played Cold Steel last year. But yeah, it was epic. And then the reveal as to who C is, I did call it. I was like, I got a feeling about this person. But just how that all unfolds, how everything that happens at the Capitol unfolds with the Chancellor, right? Osborne's a Chancellor, right? He's not like the Emperor, right? I'm trying to remember all those titles. Hot dang, dude. What an ending. What an ending. And then the final fight with Valamar and C, I'm like, dude, this is amazing. You're fighting with mechs. And then how it ends, I'm like, oh, I just got Halo 2'd. I just got Halo 2'd. So I finished this game like Saturday morning, and I'm sitting there going, how am I supposed to wait until Monday to play 2? I've got to play it like literally right now. So I held out, and we're playing this for the first time here on YouTube. I'm super stoked. And like I said, when this opened up with Rean laying here on the ground, dude, this has me worried for my boy Rean. This has me very worried. But yeah, I did see the C twist, because I'll get into this in the video. They say a few things about this character, like, oh, they're missing school a lot. And I'm like, what are they missing school for? Are they the bad guy? Huh? Is that what it is? And so I did call it, which kind of was a bummer, but at the same time, it was still cool. Like, it was just a cool reveal. And it hits harder because you spend time with this character, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this kind of hurts. So great storytelling. I was up until 5 a.m. when I finished Cold Steel 1. Dude, it's a crazy ending. Shay, this is a JRPG game called Trails of Cold Steel 2. I just finished Trails of Cold Steel 1 over the weekend, and so we're playing Trails of Cold Steel 2. This is part of my journey through the Cold Steel, or not Cold Steel, but through the Legend of Heroes games. By the way, the reveal about Sharon being an Ouroboros enforcer blew my mind. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. Shout out to Fee. Fee's a pretty cool character. He's a Chancellor. Okay, cool. But yeah, so Shay, I've been playing through these games the longest time, pretty much over a year, and so we're getting into Cold Steel 2 right now. You know the game is going places when the last fight is a tutorial for a new mechanic. Yeah, it gave me Xenoblade vibes, because Xenoblade does that. Didn't see it because I really like that character. I guess it was probably my favorite even. He is a great character. He's still one of my favorite characters in this game, even though he's not a good guy. Fun fact, the lady that Kevin is flirting with in the beginning of Sky Third on the airship opening is Vita, according to the devs. Okay, that's pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. I have been wanting to go through the Sky games again here recently, but Reverie comes out in July, and I can't do that. Let's go ahead and get started. I am playing this on PlayStation, mainly because I pre-ordered the deluxe edition of Reverie on PlayStation, so I'm like, well, I'll just play Cold Steel on PlayStation. Now, if I do load game, does this... Okay, so I've got to do new game. Now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to get through these games as fast as possible, so that way I can get into Reverie when it comes out. I don't really want to wait for it. So... Is anybody going to be mad if I play this on easy? I want to play Reverie when it comes out in July. I mean, Cold Steel isn't really that hard to begin with. But... Are you doing English or Japanese voices? So I'm doing English, and here's another reason. Here's one of the main reasons why. Is because Matt Mercer voices Prince Oliver, and Matt Mercer's great. Matt Mercer is a great voice actor. So I want to hear him. Play Nightmare? Dude. Balance for new game plus. Ideal for replays. Shay. No. We'll put it on easy. Let me move a couple things around real quick before I jump in, because I've got to switch a few things over. Can't do that there. Let me do it here. Let me sound off. A few things I do want to go over as well before I get in that I almost forgot is... Yeah, Shay, I am a wimp, unless it's Dark Souls. So a few things I want to point out real quick in regards to me streaming this game and future Cold Steel games. I've enabled the chat to be subscribers only mode simply because I don't want some rando coming in and ruining the story for me. I don't think they would do that from what I gather from the Legend of Heroes fan base. They're very anti-spoiler, so I don't think anybody would do that, but just to alleviate that or remove that potential problem, subscriber only mode is on, and you have to be subscribed to the channel for over a week in order to contribute into the chat. I think most of y'all are already, so that's not going to be a problem, but I just don't want this game spoiled, okay? I already had Steam spoil part of 3 for me because I know some of the people that show up, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, so I've got that enabled. I don't want people spoiling this. So yeah, it's fine. You do you. Play on easy if you want to. Whatever makes your heart happy. You do you. But I don't think it will be realistic to finish all 3 of these games in 3 weeks. I don't think it will be either, because I've heard some horror stories about 4, but I'm still gonna go for it. CS 1 and 2 have extra voice acting in English, so it's good. Oh, awesome, didn't know that. Almost done with CS 4 myself, got to the last chapter last night. So, okay, H, let me ask you a question then. So I've heard horror stories that the game is padded, like it's horrendously padded out. Is that accurate, or is it just typical JRPG stuff? Always curious about that. But all right, further ado, I'll interact with chat as we go through, but I gotta find out what happened to my boy Rean. Alright, so load and clear data from the original game will allow you to obtain a special bonus in this one. Load clear data from the original, yes please. Okay, there it is. You guys can see I finished the game June 10th. Oh, I finished it at night. I thought I finished it in the morning, because I remember... No, I did finish it in the evening, because I was eating tacos while... Never mind. It's not bad. Alright, so... Based on Rean's level, the following bonuses were received. All Sepith times 100. Thick. Attack 1, Zerum Powder. Thick, I'll take it. I'll mind that. By the way, Logan, if you decide to listen to the soundtracks of games you haven't finished or played, don't read the comments, you will get spoiled on things. Thank you for pointing that out. Act 2 of CS4 is kind of filler, but it's to give some characters more time to be in the game without spoilers. Gameplay-wise, I feel like it has some padding around the middle section for sure. Fair enough. I mean, if I like the characters a lot, I won't mind the extra padding. You know what I mean? If I like the characters, I won't mind the extra padding. That's like when we did, when I did the, like before the free days, I would go around the dorm and talk to all the characters, and then during the festival day, I went around and talked to like a lot of the characters because I just wanted to hang out with them. So I'm okay with that. Received a silver emblem for reaching student rank A1. Dude, I wanted to get like that top rank so bad, and I was doing pretty good, and then I didn't realize until late into Cold Steel 1 there were these side quests that you had to talk to certain NPCs to get, and that would boost your AP, and I'm like, dang it. So I don't know, I might play through Cold Steel 1 again just so I can do that. So yeah, I'm so bummed I didn't. What is that rank? Is it AO, A0 or something like that? I'm bummed I didn't get it. Again, I'll save all this for the review, and go from there. The tacos will get you every time, absolutely. Nah, your precautions are reasonable. People were butthurt at Nisa and were spamming spoilers for Reverie in the replies on Twitter a while. Dude, that would tick me off. Oh, I don't need spoilers for Reverie. I already watched the trailer for it. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, so none of this makes sense. I've already forgotten most of it. But yeah, I don't want those spoilers. How do you feel about the YouTube Live interface versus Twitch? Is what it is. I mean, I've used YouTube Live for like a whole year when I was helping out my church. I didn't realize you finished Cold Steel 1. This is exciting. Yeah, I finished it on Saturday. It was awesome. Okay, hidden quests have been in most of the games. Oh. Crap. Gotta play through the Crossbell games now. Okay, let's get into this. I can't wait anymore.
I was bewildered. I was impatient.
My dude.
I felt overwhelming disappointment with myself and anger at my own weaknesses.
Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around
Dude,
when you
this
go and
sucks
get
because
stuff.
these are all the characters I left behind at the end of Cold Steel 1.
Getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger. But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer. I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time!
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after.
I could do without Millie, I'll be honest.
So brilliant was my time at the academy that those feelings consumed my every thought, my every waking moment. The time I spent with my classmates was something that, in so many ways, changed me.
Dude, this is making me sad.
From the strict yet kind instructors who diligently taught us, to the people we met as we traveled across the country. The time spent with them, my memories of them, were like a truly radiant light. And somewhere, a part of me thought that radiance would continue shining for ages to come.
Dude, what the heck? This is so sad.
But all it took was a single bullet to bring everything crashing down.
Yep.
Go finish your speech in hell.
Dude, such a crazy moment.
That bullet sparked a fire which grew and grew before our eyes, evolving into a great flame that smothered our light in an instant.
Well played, Armbrust.
See, that's what I want. I was like, how did...
There were no exceptions, be it those seemingly never-ending days or anything else I'd come to treasure.
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Those soldats were sick.
Everything was reduced to ash.
But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real.
Dude,
He never was.
Cold-blooded, dude. So
Back then,
cold-blooded.
I still didn't understand. I didn't know the pure bliss that comes from being with others, nor did I know the ache that comes from parting with them. I didn't understand what it meant to truly love someone. All I could do was endure the torment of my own sense of powerlessness and bottle up the feelings I could do nothing about. All while trying desperately to fight against that ever-burning flame.
Bro. All we gotta do is repair Valimar, come back with a weapon, and then just wreck shop. That's all we gotta do. Okay, so we're in the Isengard range. One thing I need to kind of get more familiar with too is just the layout of Zemuria.
Where am I?
That's what I want to know. Where are you, man?
How did I get here? I feel like I was fighting, and then... Am I dreaming?
Of course not.
Oh yeah, that's right. Celine was with him. Valimar's so cool looking.
So you've finally woken up.
You're...
And I wish it were, but this is no dream. This is reality. Cold, cruel reality. And you're going to need to hurry up and accept that because you haven't got time to waste. His core's been damaged, which means he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So you're going to need to protect yourself, Ashen Awakener.
Dude. This is so hype. How are we gonna get back, dude? I was waiting for it to like jump forward several months. I'm glad it didn't do that. Hit the key.
Ashen Awakener? What are you talking about? Wait. What's going on here anyway? What is that thing? Wait, never mind that. What are you?
Ugh, knock it off. How am I supposed to answer anything when you keep bombarding me with question after question? You're a chosen one, chosen by a fragment of the ancient great power.
Great power?
That's right. Those fragments were the origin of the great knights that appear in Erebonian legends. At times, they protected people from harm and disaster, while at others, they were the cause of harm and disaster themselves. And the being in front of you is one of them, a divine knight known as the Ashen Knight.
Man, we're about to get a bunch of lore in this game, aren't we? Which I'm okay with. By the way, shout out to everybody that's in chat. Alex, thank you for joining in, man. Super hyped to see you. Along with everybody else. Alrighty, man, I see you. King of Mongrel, Seth Hale, Shay, y'all welcome. Thank you for being here.
The Ashen Knight? Valimar? Wait. I remember when I called him.
Such a cool moment, dude.
You got it. You've known that name for a while by now. But he's not the only divine knight that's active. The noble faction has one under their control, too. That one is known as the Azure Knight, or Dean. Remember? That's the one you fought and lost against.
Way to rub it in, Celine. Dude, these, they're so cool looking.
Why? Why did it come to this?
Lore galore.
Why did everyone... Crow.
He had me fooled, too. How could I have known that irresponsible playboy was the Azure Knight's Awakener? He's obviously had plenty of experience piloting it, too. He must be pretty dedicated to his cause, whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, you find out Crow's been using his for 3 years, I think, so he knows it pretty well. Been too busy to check in with the Discord for a while and just now going back to catch up on your CS1 updates. It's cracking me up. Dude, so many reveals. So many reveals. Yuki, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We just started.
Hey, get up! You can hear me, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
Take me back to Trista! Take me back to my classmates!
How are we gonna fix this core to get back? We're literally in a canyon.
You're wasting your time. His core was heavily damaged in the battle with the Azure Knight. Didn't I just tell you that? And despite that, he strained himself flying all the way out here afterwards. Even when he was barely hanging on, he prioritized your recovery over his own. You exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with him, you know.
Damn it!
Dude, this is wild.
This must be somewhere in the Isengard range, on the northern side of the Nortia province.
Huh. I'm surprised you were able to work that out just from a glance. I guess that's what happens when you're raised in the mountain. Hey, where are you going?
But does that mean he's close to where he's from? Oh, cool. You get a trophy just for starting the game? How about that? Ireland. Oh, dude. Shout out, dude. Thank you for tagging me in the Persona 3 leak. I think all these controls are pretty much the same, right? Turbo mode. One thing I do want to point out as well is when I played JRPGs, I don't really run away from a whole lot of fights because I like to level myself. So there will be a good amount of me fighting pretty much everything that I come across. Okay, we already know about the notebook. We know how that works. We know about that. Always good to get a refresher, though. Always good to get a refresher on what the buttons do what. Okay. Who did you do final bonding with in CS1? I did... You're talking about at the festival, right? Who you dance with?
My stuff's gotta be around here somewhere.
I went with Laura.
I can sense monsters nearby, too. I'm gonna need to be careful.
Oh, hang on. This... Hang on, let me change this real quick. Sorry. Where's the buttons? Vertical camera. Let's put that back to normal. Fought every mod I came across unless I was getting almost no XP usually. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I do in these games. I think I finished Cold Steel 1 close to 70 hours. So I was just literally fighting everything. But I was trying to grind out like Sepith and get all that stuff so I could trade that in for money so I could buy weapons and do all that jazz. So that's just how I play these games. That's how I get caught up on podcasts too. But yeah, so going back to JM's thing, I was going to go with Elisa originally because I felt like that's what the game was kind of leading me towards. But I don't know, there's something about Laura's character and her dedication to the sword that just felt like, I don't know, I felt like Rean would probably gravitate towards her a little bit. Elisa was kind of like the typical tsundere character at the beginning, and I'm like, I'm not really vibing with this. She does warm up to Rean a little bit later. She's actually a really cool character, especially. That's one of the things I loved about Cold Steel 1 is how you meet all these characters and you're like, I don't really like any of you, except for like Gaius and Elliot. They seem like pretty cool characters. But then you learn their backstories and where they came from, and you're like, oh crap, you're okay, I get why you're the way that you are. That was like with Eustace, for example. And so, but yeah, so anyway, I just really felt like Rean and Laura was a better match, in my opinion. Okay, talking about Master Quartz, we know how those work. That's the way I play as well. I make 60-hour games and turn them into 100-hour games. Dude, y'all are my people then. Y'all are my people. I always fight everything in an area once and assume that should be enough to get me to the right level. It usually does. On Cold Steel 4 though, since I wanted to catch up, I only fought one of that type of enemy usually and skipped on the rest, okay? Well, with Alyssa, fair enough already, man. Yeah, Alyssa's pretty mature and gets over it right at the start of the game. The way she acts to begin is kind to subvert your expectations of the tropes. Gotcha. Sarah and Fee from the get-go. Gosh, Machias as a pain in the beginning, but the more the game progressed, the more I warmed up to him. Yep. Dude, Fee was really cool. I used Fee as my evasion tank for a while. By the way, can we talk about, let me just shout this out. Rean as a delayer literally breaks the first game. It literally breaks the first game. It blows my mind, man. Oh, I turned on turbo mode. I was like, why am I moving so fast? But no. I like Emma's mystery and bookishness, so I went with her. Dude, so, again, don't tell me, but is Emma like a witch or something? Because she hinted at something when she was surprised by Clotilde using her magic, and it just seemed like, I don't know, man, this game's wild. I love how the first game set up all this intrigue for these different characters, and you're like, what is going on with that? Not too different on the second one, to be fair. Okay. Went with Sarah, really? Dude, how did you manage that? Like, how did you get her link up to level 5? Okay, we gotta set the Master Quartz. Do force. Oh, it went back to level 1? Oh, wow, and Rean's level 40. He was like level 67 or something in the first game when I played. Okay, well, at least I start the game off with attack. So that'll be good. Okay. Wait, sorry, real quick. Am I understanding this correctly that in Cold Steel, you don't have to, like, line up a series of quartz together to unlock new moves? They just give you those moves? Because I got things like Yggdrasil, and I'm like, I thought you had to, like, layer out your orbment thing a certain way to unlock that. Did they change that to where they just give you those now? Laura S-Crap also breaks the game if you build for it, like, holy moly. Really? I don't know. Did I? Jedi. Had her in my party whenever I could. Okay, so you just grinded a lot with it then. Rean atrophied? Okay, that makes sense. Orbital math does not exist anymore? I mean, that's kind of cool because it makes it more accessible. I don't know, I just got so used to, like, layering certain quartz together to unlock certain moves. Okay, well, I mean, that makes things easier. So do I still have all my crafts then from the last game? We already know how encounter types work with the advantages. Celine scared me just now. I thought it was an enemy. Do I need to equip anything? HP 500, EP 50, Silver Emblem Award to one who has achieved great things. Sick. We'll take that. We don't have any costumes, so we don't have to worry about that right now. Okay.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Whoa, I'm feeling this music. I like it. I like it. Not much of a fan of it, but you get used to it. Yeah. That gives you a flat stat or the arts now. Okay, okay. Love the puzzle nature of the first 5 games, orbit layout, and prefer that, but otherwise I prefer the Cold Steel games combat. Yeah. I do like the link system that the Arcus units provide. Ooh, look at this new menu. Ooh, that's clean. I like that. Got a lot. We know how attacking works. We have to rely on basic moves here. We know how crafts work.
Let's move.
Let's take these guys out. Let's have Firebolt. Okay, so I still have my crafts. Thank goodness. Arc Slash was my bread and butter move in CS1.
Here I go. Okay, it's safe for now.
There we go. Good deal. Good stuff. You better need to hurry up and get back in fighting form. No chess messages and no Orbital Math. Fake Trails game. Dude, that was another huge disappointment I had, was the chess no longer had extra messages. I was like, what the heck? Is this a real Trails game? What the heck? Because I enjoyed reading those. Those were funny. Okay, we got our monster guide, which records information of the enemies we fight. That's fine. Don't really need to worry about that right now. Battle scope items, which I use plenty of. Active voice record lists the last 50 active voice lines heard, allowing you to reread them or listen to them again. Okay.
I wonder what's going on over at the academy now.
Gotta get back to work. I'll check in here later. No worries already, man. Thank you for tuning in. This will be saved as a VOD later, so you can go back later. I will do my best to update with timestamps as well. So if I go from like the prologue to chapter 1, I'll mark that in the stream. So we'll have that going as well. CS2 OST is on fire. Appreciate how Cold Steel got rid of the guard thing in the turn order. Oh yeah, that special skill you would get where it literally just did nothing for your attacks. That's right, that wasn't in the game. That was an annoying one to get. Alright.
If I keep going this way, I should be able to get out of the canyon.
Excuse me!
So is Rean close to his home?
You can't seriously be thinking of leaving him there out in the open, are you? Hey, say something. Are you mad at me or something?
Why would I be? You only completely disregarded and overruled my decision.
I mean, yeah, but you probably would have died, Rean.
What else was I supposed to do? If we hadn't flown away when we did, you'd be dead by now. We probably would have lost Valimar, too. If anything, you should be thanking me.
Forget it.
I mean, as sad as the ending of Cold Steel 1 was, it kind of makes sense because...
Right now, I want to focus on finding the others.
You don't really want to lose, like, one of your big guns, which would be Valimar.
If I keep going this way, I should end up on the highway at some point.
Sorry, but that's a huge waste of time. It's been over a month since all of that stuff happened back in Trista.
I'm sorry. What? We're a month removed from the events of the end of Cold Steel 1?
A month?
The heck?
You
So
can't
much
be
could happen
serious.
in 1 month.
There's no way it's been that long.
Oh, sure, don't believe me. Like I said, You completely exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with the Ashen Knight. And I do mean completely. There was a real chance you could have died.
What?
It's a miracle you're able to walk around like this a mere month later, and it's all thanks to him.
What the heck?
He used what little mana he had left to heal you rather than himself.
What the heck?
And just so you know, I've been here this whole time, watching over you. So I really don't think I deserve all of this animosity I'm getting from you.
Dude, Selena's sassy.
This can't be. It's been a whole month since what happened near Trista.
So what is even happening then? I was trying to think back to Trails to Azure, because they would have saved Pia by then. So that's probably not even a thing right now. But Crossbell's occupied by the Imperial Army, right?
But then, what happened to the others?
This is wild. I was not expecting that.
Hey, wait oh, for heaven's sake!
Gosh, dude, what? It is so wild. We caught up on chat here. Cold Steel games don't have one unique entry for every chest anymore, so the translators can't do it anymore. That's a bummer. Cold Steel just doesn't have any text on the chest at all. Chest messages was only an XC thing. Oh, okay. SkyFC was the only one with a unique entry for each one chest. Localization had to mod it to work from SC on. Oh, I didn't know that. He was a sleepy boy. Half an hour in and he already has his first big what the heck moment. I know, dude. This is... I like it though, because that means the rest of the game is gonna get wild. If you ever played Nier Automata, Celine is actually 2B's voice actor. Really? That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. That was a good game, by the way, Nier Automata. Almost this entire game takes place in Azure's finale. Oh, okay. The giant tree thing is either not happened yet or it's going to here pretty soon. So this is basic tutorial stuff, getting you used to the different moves, art, all that jazz. I can't imagine fire working a whole lot on a rock though. Yeah.
Let's
move. This showed right there, you probably want to use earth.
This activates.
We'll do it anyway.
Yeah. Here I go.
Dude, this battle music's really good. Oh my gosh.
Huh. That's that.
Okay,
Let's
fire
keep
magic's
moving.
just OP. I'll take it. Alright, so we're gonna go this one. We're a whole month removed. Like how Rean's like, what's this doing out here? Whatever. Lloyd is probably breaking out of prison right now. Very soon. Okay, gotcha. It's pretty cool how both of those games are like going on simultaneously at this point. And I actually like know what's going on. Good thing I'm kind of glad I didn't.
You could really try calming down a little, you know.
I'm really glad
You could at least respond.
I thought about playing Trails of Cold Steel 1 last year after I finished Trails from Zero. I'm really glad I didn't do that because, yeah, I would have missed several things playing Cold Steel 1 if I hadn't played Azure. Back, and it's the upgraded one too. It's the Azure Flame Slash.
Let's take him out.
Perfect. Okay, we know how status stuff works. We know about the abnormal statuses, how those will all work.
My turn.
Okay, so let's do this. We know how the S-crafts work. Gonna activate this now.
Gather on my blade!
I can just destroy all these guys.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Nice. Okay. We got the hang of fighting again. I just need to focus on getting down this mountain as fast as I can. Yeah, no, I'm excited to get to just play through this game.
Hey.
JM.
Hey.
Very excited to get to the end of this game. Really just play through it and get to the end. I'm curious to see kind of how this links up with
Enemies in sight. Ready
Trails
to
to
go?
Azure.
My turn.
Let me turn on turbo mode just because
Here I go.
I feel like that's gonna be easier.
There. Here I go. Too slow.
An attacker misses. Oh
I
yeah,
need to hurry and
counterattack.
find the others.
This is stressful.
Alright.
Enemies in
Tried to
sight.
not use
Ready
turbo
to go?
mode too
Let's
much
move.
in the last game, but I think just during the battles here, I'll go ahead and do that. At least at the beginning, because I feel like
Let's move.
there isn't a whole lot of cleaning I have to do
Too
right
slow. My turn. My turn. I need to hurry and find the others.
This is stressful.
now. Grab this chest over here. Funny, I said I'd like to finish these games before Trails into Reverie comes out in July, but knowing how I play JRPGs and how I try to find everything and do as much as I can, probably not going to happen. Especially with Final Fantasy 16 coming out in a few weeks. It's going to be hard.
I'd asked this before and didn't get an answer. Probably because I was bombarding you with question after question, but better late than never, I guess. Just what are you anyway? Why do you know so much about everything? And don't even think of saying you're just an ordinary cat. Because last time I tried talking to a cat, it did not talk back.
Oopsie. Totally forgot about that, didn't I? I'm what you'd call a familiar. I faithfully serve the witches of the Hexen clan and aid them in fulfilling their duties.
So Emma is a witch. Okay.
Witches? As in the witches in Erebonian legend?
There's witches in this game now? There's witches, there's mechs, there's... I love how these games just kind of get bigger in terms of like what is going on in the world.
First the Great Knight legend turns out to be based on a true story. Now this? I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale.
It's so wild.
Well, you know what they say. Truth is stranger than fiction. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. I'm not going to try and convince you.
Well, I've got no real reason to doubt you at this point. So, do you serve Emma then? Rather, does that mean she's a witch?
She's still a novice, but she is a witch, yes.
Yep.
My job's more to keep an eye on her, though.
Why she knew so much at, what was it, Legrand Castle? Legrand Castle? Yeah, right there.
I did always get the sense that there was more to Emma than meets the eye. Guess we were right. But her being a witch? It's surprising. But then again, the more I think about it, the more it makes perfect sense.
What's with the goofy grin?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, let's get going.
Dude, out of the gate, they hit you with a 1 month removal from the last game. Confirming stuff left and right. Emma's a witch. Celine's a familiar.
Enemies in sight. Ready to go?
It's wild, dude.
Here I go.
Such a wild game. Let me throw Arc Slash on these guys.
Let's move. There! I need to make up for lost time. I need to get...
Now, let me read chat real quick. It became so much more apparent to me how much I missed by playing CS1 and 2 first, as I went back and played the others, but I still really enjoyed them. Always use turbo, it speeds up your playthrough so much. Why waste time when you don't need to? That's a good point. especially with chat at the same time, and with chat being a new thing for you, I can't imagine you getting to Reverie when it comes out. I would just say don't rush yourself and enjoy it all fair enough. We'll try to take in as much as I can. Probably pull up a guide too, so I don't miss any of those extra side mission stuff.
Get out of my way! Here I go! Ha!
Oh, what am I doing?
My
I'm supposed to
turn.
use magic on this thing. Whatever.
My turn! Sit! My turn! I need to hurry and find
Constantly
the others.
delaying it. Again, Rean as a delayer literally breaks the game. I don't think I'll need that proxy puppet, but I might put it on later. Run back here.
Ha! Get out! Here I go! There!
That's rude.
Let's move! There! Here I go! I need to make up for lost time.
Alright, good stuff. CS2 is shorter than CS1, so there's that. Oh, okay, cool. Didn't know that.
I hope everyone at the Academy's safe and sound. Not to mention Elise, Princess Alphen, and Prince Oliver, too.
Oh, can you open chests when active voice is on now?
Take a deep...
Enemies in sight.
You couldn't do that in
Ready to go?
CS1.
Here I go! Sit! My turn! Sit! I need to make up for lost time.
Very cool.
Enemies in sight.
Let's move.
Ready to go?
The good thing is in CS3, the hidden quests start getting marked on the map. Oh, that's nice. Let's say about 20 hours shorter. Oh, cool. So if I finish CS1 in close to 70 hours, I should finish this in maybe around 50 or so. Then again, I'm streaming it, and so I'll be stopping it periodically. I'll be around the same.
Here I go! Sit! I need to hurry and find the others.
This is...
I don't remember it being shorter, but I also don't remember how much time I put into it. Fair enough. We'll find out. We'll find out very soon. Well, right now, because we're playing it, so we'll find out.
Could it be? I knew it! I've been here before. Master Ka-Fi brought me here as part of my training.
That's the name of your former instructor, right?
Yeah. He was the founder of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School of Swordsmanship that I follow. His full name's Master Yun Ka-Fi, though most just know him as the Sword Hermit. Man, when was the last time I came here? Must have been, I don't know, 5 years ago. In fact, if I remember right, my hometown of Ymir is only a few hours away.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient.
Better get
Wanna
walking,
head
man.
there? We might be able to get there by sundown.
If we hurry, yeah? As soon as we get to Ymir, I want to try and gather information on what's been going on. What was that? It feels like it's coming closer.
It couldn't be.
What's that? What? Magic Knight Orthon?
It's a magic knight!
You know what that thing is?
They're magic golems made during the Dark Ages, and they're incredibly strong. Damn it, what's one doing here?
Okay.
We need to get out of here, now! You don't stand a chance against it on your own.
Maybe not. But that's not going to stop me from trying.
You gonna go Super Saiyan or whatever his thing
You
is?
idiot! You're still recovering! You don't stand a chance!
We'll see about that. All I know is that it's standing between me and everyone I care about. So if getting to them means taking this thing on, so be it!
Unbelievable.
Alright, well, let's get after it.
Bring it on!
Let's Good thing we're playing on easy.
Let's move.
Let's open up with this.
Gather on my blade.
How long the beat says 47 to 48 hours. It's this one. Oh, okay. That didn't even do much. I didn't even look at his health.
Let's move.
He's got a lot of health. Okay.
Sit. My turn.
I wonder, hang on a second, what if
Let's move.
Bards do more damage to him? 1450, that seems, oh, he's got burning.
Let's move.
Okay, let's just keep using
Just
that.
activate.
I think that does a little bit more damage to him.
Let's move. Marcus, activate.
I guess I should have hit him with, should have just done a physical attack to get the critical. Oh well.
My turn.
We'll skip it this time. There we go. Cool design.
My attacks are barely putting a dent into it. We're so close to Ymir too.
I told you this would happen. Get back!
Cool. Oh! Okay.
Celine!
Rean, now would be a good time to make your hair turn white and do that crazy stuff.
Not without seeing everyone again. Laura.
Not today, buddy!
Are those arts?
Yeah, but where?
Whoa.
See you later. Cross Crusade!
That's cool. Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah, that thing's done for. Thing is done for.
Are we safe?
Who did that? Rean! Rean!
Ah, Toval. I was like, is that Toval? Wait, what are they doing out here?
Made it without a second to spare. Good to see you're still in one piece.
I'm so glad we hurried. I don't want to even imagine what could have happened if we weren't in time. You aren't hurt, are you?
Your Highness? And Toval? And...
Rean, stay right there! Please, tell me you're all right. You look so exhausted. Who's she?
Elise? It's really you. I feel like I'm dreaming. I never would have expected you to come all the way out here.
Rean, please! There's no need to speak right now. Save your strength. We'll take you back to Ymir just as soon as we've seen to your injuries.
I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping that the person using Cross Crusade was. I was hoping it was Kevin. He was out here doing some kind of stuff for the Gralsritter. It's okay.
I'm just so glad
Got my hopes up a
you're
little bit.
all right. But how did you know I was
He's gonna pass out.
here?
Yep, there he goes. He almost landed on his sword.
As my consciousness began to fade, I heard a distinct voice resound at the back of my mind. A voice with all the gravity of steel, and yet a strange sense of familiarity, of warmth.
Yo, Seth, thanks for hanging out, man.
And as I listened,
We'll definitely enjoy this.
I could feel myself being beckoned towards the wheel of fortune.
Dost thou desire the power?
That's Valimar. There we go. Dude, great opening. Great opening. Wow. Getting like Trails of Cold Steel, Trails in the Sky second chapter vibes. Great stuff. We want to drop in and support the jump to YouTube. I think in the long haul, at least with the way the content landscape is, this is the right move. I'll do my best to lurk with spotty service. Tyson, thank you for joining in, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support, good sir. Hope you're having a good morning. Love getting to the second games of these different arcs because they're just, I don't know, there's a level of excitement that comes with them. And just this music, it's exciting, man. Look, kind of like a rising up sort of thing. Like we got to get back to all that. Duvali, Blue Blanc, that was cool that he was back. Leonidas and Zeno. McBurn. So these are the new characters. Tino, Orion, Lecter, Aaron. Well, Lecter's not now. Duke Cayenne. Dude, this is exciting, man. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go.
Where am I now?
Celine. Yep, just chilling.
Celine? This looks just like my room.
Oh, are we at Rean's hometown place? Like the... Sick.
I knew it. I'm back in Ymir. I'm finally back home. My memories are kind of hazy now, but I think that means everything that happened in the mountains.
That's awesome. We didn't get to see Ymir in the last game.
Why'd it get so cold all of a sudden? Oh, you finally woke up?
Yeah, just a second ago. How about you? Feeling better after a cat nap?
I guess. I slept more than I meant to, actually.
All right, dude, have fun. I'll catch the rest later. Alex, thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate
You're
it.
awake.
Have yourself a good day.
Elise! Good morning. Actually, it's probably closer to noon now, isn't it? Elise?
Oh, I'm so happy that you're awake.
I'm so curious about like what's going
scared I
on.
was.
Like back at the school, just everything in Trista. Dude, I'm so
There was all the
curious.
chaos in the capital, and then we lost all contact with you. We had no idea where you were. I'm just so relieved.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for worrying you so much, Elise.
No, you don't need to apologize. I knew that somewhere out there you were all right, and that you'd come back safe. Welcome home, Rean.
It's good to be back, and thanks.
I see our two little lovebirds are as Twitter-pated as ever. Pardon? Good morning, Rean. And to you as well, Elise.
Hey there. Just swinging by to see how you're holding up.
You're here too, Your Highness? I'm really not dreaming then.
Oh, you're so silly, Rean.
Yeah, you're meant to come to Ymir in the first game, but it had to be cut. That's what the audio drama covers. Oh, okay. I saw someone commented on one of my posts saying to go check out the audio drama. I'm assuming that's available on YouTube. Probably go check that out later today.
I would have thought the warmth of your dear sister pressed against your chest was proof enough of that.
This is the one thing that is like awkward about the Cold Steel games, is they lean into that kind of like anime style trope of, I don't even know what the right word is. And I know that Rean and Elise aren't technically related, but it's still weird. I don't like how she's encouraging this.
Your Highness, please.
Weird.
Well, I'm just glad you're up. How are you feeling? Still sore? You've been fast asleep since we brought you back here yesterday.
People have translated on YouTube yet? Okay, dope, sweet. I'll look it up.
I don't have any serious injuries, at least, but I doubt I'd be able to say that if you hadn't come when you did. Thanks, Toval.
I suppose I owe you my thanks, too. That art of yours didn't come a moment too soon.
You're both very welcome. I just didn't want to give these two young ladies anything to cry about.
Aww.
I see you're finally up.
This Rean's dad. Sick.
Dad! Mom!
Hello, Rean. It's wonderful to see you back home.
I imagine you have plenty of questions running through your mind, but first and foremost is getting you something to eat. We can discuss what to do from here on out after that.
Where have I heard this voice before? Heard it from somewhere. I can't pin it though. Oni-chan? What is that? Or is that what the thing I was trying to think of? The Hot Springs Paradise? Wait a minute. There's not gonna be like, you know how in some anime shows there's like a hot spring episode or a beach episode? There's not gonna be one of those in this game, is there? There probably will be. There probably will be. Since that so-called Noble Alliance occupied Heimdall. At present, they have effectively all the nation's major cities under their control. The Imperial Army tried what they could to stop their advances, but the majority of their forces have already been defeated. I had a feeling that would be the case. Nothing else, at least you two are safe. We were at St. Austria when the capital was occupied, so we were caught up in the chaos too. Only thanks to Toval appearing and rescuing us that we're sitting here now. What were you doing there, Toval? Urgent request to escort Her Highness and Miss Elise to safety. As soon as I got that, I booked it there as fast as I could. I'd never turned down a personal request from Prince Oliver, you know. Prince Oliver asked you? Well, that explains it. He kindly escorted us out of the capital, successfully evading the Noble Alliance's attempts to pursue us. And roughly 10 days later, we were able to reach Ymir. I'm so glad that you made it here safely. Unfortunately, it appears His Majesty the Emperor and Crown Prince Cedric fell into the Alliance's hands. Oof. Official stories that both of them have been taken into protective custody, but they're both rumored to be safe. Prince Oliver's whereabouts currently remain unknown. Dude. Anyway, confirmation that he's safe somewhere? That's more than a little worrying. Needn't be so concerned, I'm sure he's perfectly well. Made it through the chaos in Liberal last year unharmed. As you know, he's always been a resilient one. As for Cedric, father and mother, I'd like to believe that they're alright. They are, Your Highness. I'm worried about the Imperial family as much as anyone, but if you don't mind me interjecting, Rean, I imagine you're probably most concerned about what happened to Trista and Thors. Yes! Managed to get some info. Tell me everything you know! don't think this will come as much of a shock to you, but both Trista and Thor's military academy are completely under the Noble Alliance forces' control now. Both taken over not long after the war began. Students and our instructors. There's rumors that they resisted being occupied as long as they could, but not much more than that. Dang, dude. We presume the worst has happened. Yeah, I'm with Lord Schwarzer here. On the contrary, some rumors would even suggest the opposite. What rumors? Word has it that a number of students and staff are unaccounted for, and the Noble Alliance is still trying to find them. Sick. Wonder who that is. Some of them managed to escape. Rumors are rumors. Still, your classmates and Sarah have more than gotten their feet wet at this point. Can't see them being taken down easily. Odds sound pretty good if you ask me. What say you? What else can I say? Can't tell you where she is right now, but Emma's still alive. That's guaranteed. I was gonna say, yeah, they probably got some link there since she's a familiar. If anything were to happen to her, trust me, I'd know about it. All I know is that she's alive, though, nothing else. No point assuming the worst when there's every chance that it hasn't happened. So try keeping the faith, alright? Think of it this way, they're probably just as worried about you as you are for them, and yet here you are, safe and sound. You've got a point, actually. Safe and sound you may very well be, but you're hardly in peak condition. Take this chance to stay home for a time, recover your strength, and while you're here, why not go pay everyone a visit? The whole village has been eagerly awaiting your recovery. Okay, so we're gonna go around a mirror. Let me find on my own, honest. Sounds like a good idea, Mom. I think I'll do just that. Alright, so we're gonna go explore a mirror. Here we are, Prologue. Depths of Despair. And just the tone for this game already at the start is pretty heavy. We're talking to a brother you were very fond of in Japan. Okay, Rean's dad voices the Igor impersonator in Persona 5. Okay, thank you. Yes. And a ton of stuff, so you probably could have heard him anywhere. That's right, yes. Knew I had heard him recently, and that's because I played through Persona 5 Royal recently, so that's where I've heard it. Be a bad idea to follow suit. This could be a good chance to walk around the village and collect myself a bit. Alright, let's go explore a mirror. Event markers, we know how those work. Key quests. Or key events, quest events. Town map can now be accessed from the present location. Let's just pop that open. Okay. All the places we can go. Let's, let me... This button? Let's go over here, because looks like there's one over here in this room. Isn't stew? Circumstances may not be ideal, but it's been too long since we last dined together as a family. Ever since Her Highness arrived, it's been so lively that I feel like I've gained a second life. I mean, Alpin's kind of a handful. She's... yeah. And these are when a mother has to put her best foot forward, don't you think? Perfect mom. Looks like these, you're right here. Here to warmly welcome us home with open arms. I can't see that ever changing. Never half as good a son. Oh, dude. Come on, Rean. What's going on with you and your sister? I worried myself sick. At times I felt as though myself was going to burst from it all. But believing that you two would come back safely was the key to keeping myself together. With that in mind, focus instead on getting this house ready to welcome you both home. Whatever doubts you may have about your place in this family, as long as you're here in this house, you're our son, dude. I like the Schwarzers. Because Rean, like, you find out he's adopted. Because he's not actually, like... Because he says at the beginning of the game, like, he doesn't have a drop of royal or noble blood in him. That's because he's been adopted. It just seems like the Schwarzers... Anytime Rean talked about the Schwarzers, they just seemed really cool. It's kind of cool you get to see these characters now. Hold up. Amir's crest is a deer? Just saying. I like that. Very TRG-ish. Okay, so the Civil War is fully underway at this point. He chose not to join the Noble Alliance. Is everything alright on that front? Well, I've never wanted anything to do with the Noble faction to begin with. There's always the chance they'll try and invite me to join, but I'm confident I can talk my way out of it. A little concerned that I can't get in touch with Viscount our side, however. I wonder where he's at, because he was a captain of Oliver's ship. Something happened over in Legram, or maybe even the Courageous. Okay, that's what the ship was called. I was like, what is that ship called? Courageous. I couldn't tell you, but it's Viscount our side we're talking about. He'll be fine. Regardless, I'm just trying to make sure that we're well prepared for anything. Especially since our duties have expanded to sheltering Her Highness. True, the Alliance already has His Majesty and the Crown Prince, so it's safe to assume they want Princess Alphen as well. Dad, let me know if there's anything I can do to make your job easier. I'm more than happy to help. I'm sure I'll be counting on you in the days to come. So we're trying not to rush things. You don't have to jump to thinking you need to shoulder more than your fair share of responsibility. There's only so much burden that one person can bear. You think I'm shouldering too much? I mean, Rean, yeah, you kind of are. Everybody's words are not mine, but they get across what I want to say well enough. And whether I think it or not, this is a good chance for you to get some well-earned rest. I want you to make the most of it. For those of you that are in chat, who are, when it comes to kind of the main protagonists of these games, who are your favorites? Because I'm trying to figure out where I place Rean at. I like Rean. I think he's a good character. But no. I like him as a protagonist. I'm trying to decide, like, man, where does he fit with people like Estelle and Joshua and Lloyd and those characters. Okay, so we can go to the valley. I mean, there's a lot of places we can go. I guess since Elise and Selena are right here, we'll go talk to them.
Oh, here you are, Elise. Wasn't expecting to find the two of you together.
Well, it's quite cold outside, so I thought I'd come and give Celine some warm milk. I keep telling her that she doesn't need to go out of her way for me, but she won't listen. The steam here is plenty to keep me warm. Oh no, that wouldn't do at all. You saved my brother's life. At least allow me to try and make your stay here in Ymir a comfortable one.
Celine saved my life? And when exactly did this happen?
I told her nothing of the sort. I keep trying to tell her it's not true, but she won't believe a word I say. Is something the matter?
Nope, not a thing.
I'd really rather you didn't act like I saved his life, though.
Whoa, buddy.
Besides, if anything, I should be the one who owes you. What do you mean? Nothing. Forget I said anything.
Dog must have heard something, because he just...
The milk's cooled down a little now, so I'm going to have some. Thank you.
Thinking back on it, didn't Elise later say she spotted a cat when she went into the old schoolhouse?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That better not have been who I think it is.
Don't give me that look. I wouldn't have let her in there if I didn't think it was safe, you know? I was desperate. You just had such a half-hearted reaction to that door, so I started getting impatient and...
I can't believe you! She could've...
She wasn't in any danger, honestly. The Guardian in there was designed not to attack people unrelated to the trial. It didn't touch her even when she was right in front of it, right? That's proof enough. I'm sorry, okay? I never should have done it to begin with. Emma's lectured me over and over about it, too.
Rena's my least favorite protag because of the Chosen One stuff. That's just not Trails, in my opinion. That's not to say I dislike him, just compared to the other protags. He is least. Estelle is my favorite, but I really like Lloyd and Kevin also. Yeah.
You're sorry! You...
I'm not sure why you're whispering to one another, but regardless, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did.
I think me personally, I really like Lloyd. I think Lloyd's just a really cool character. Obviously, Kevin's my boy. Kevin is like number one. Like Kevin
I
a
said
lot.
before, I want to make your stay a comfortable one. Whatever you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
I still say though that I like a lot of the cast from Trails in the Sky the most. I don't know if that's because like that was my first foray into the series, but I like a lot of those characters. I miss seeing Agate, I think is how you pronounce his name, and then what is it, Zen? We haven't seen those characters since the Sky trilogy.
It's okay, really. And, sorry. Why are you sorry?
Well, she does genuinely seem to regret what she did.
But Estelle's really
And
cool
at least
too.
didn't come to any harm. I guess I'll let her off this time.
Estelle and Joshua are like really good pair.
I really do have one amazing little sister.
Estelle is the best written protag. Yeah, I can agree with that actually. She goes through a lot in the Sky games.
Compared to her, I'm...
And plus their whole arc with what is her name? Is it Rin? Little girl, right? Her name's Rin, right? Why am I forgetting it? Almost said Rixia, but I'm like, no, wait, Rixia is the ninja girl from Crossbow. But yeah, no, they're selling Joshua's whole arc, even going through the Crossbow duology was really good. Various kinds of equipment inside. Ren, yes, okay, cool. Did I say Ren? Ren? I'm mispronouncing it. I will say I was kind of overwhelmed with Cold Steel 1 with how many characters they introduced you to, because I was like, man, this is a lot of characters to get introduced to just in the main party alone. Then you got all the characters around that. I'm like, man,
She's praying so intently.
bad enough with names as is. It's going to be a while before I remember everyone's
Thinking
name.
about it, she must be even more distressed right now than I am.
Why, hello, Rean! You're looking rather well today. Much better than you were yesterday, at any rate.
I feel loads better, actually. Thanks. How about you? Are you managing all right here? I'm guessing life in a tiny village like this is harder than you're used to. If there's anything I can do to make things easier for you, though, don't hesitate to let me know.
Oh, not at all. I've been simply loving my stay here. The scenery is stunning. The hot springs are oh so soothing, to say nothing of your mother's spectacular cooking. I'm having the time of my life here. I almost envy Elise for growing up in such a wonderful place.
I'm happy to hear you say that. Still.
On top of all that, I was able to reunite with you here. Oh, and meet a mysterious talking cat, too. Not everyone gets to do that now, do they? I still haven't had the pleasure of meeting that Ashen Knight of yours, however. Perhaps I might have the chance once he wakes up? I suppose I can dream.
Well...
This head patting thing he does.
I realize I'm the last person who has any right to say this, but there's no need to force yourself to bottle everything up and put on a brave face. I know how worried I am about my classmates, so I can only imagine how you must feel.
Remember him doing that to Elisa during Cold Steel 1, and she like got mad at him. She's like, what are you doing?
I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be royalty. I shouldn't be getting all worked up about something like this, but
Another weakness of Cold Steel, the main cast is way too big. Most of them rarely or never talk to each other, so it makes them feel less like a coherent team than, say, the SSS. Yeah, I definitely felt that. One mainly interacts through Rean and Rean alone. Often takes a lot after Oliver or Olivier. Whatever. Cool. I hope I get
thinking
to,
of what my
get to
family
like her.
must be going
He
through
is very
just too much
mischievous.
to bear.
She is very mischievous.
Cedric and I, we had a fight on the morning it all happened. I was planning to make up with him that evening, but
I'm sure he won't hold that against you. You'll be able to make up with him next time you see him. I'm sure that'll be sooner than you think, too. In the meantime, there's no need to force yourself to seem like being apart from them isn't bothering you. Royalty or not, no one would blame you for being worried or upset. And every single one of us here wants to do what we can to help you.
Thank you.
This is why I kind of like Rean, because he's got
I'm
like a
fine
really
now.
big heart.
I hope I don't sound ungrateful, but I think you should be spending more time with Elise rather than me. This is your first chance in a while to spend some quality time together. I'd hate to take that away from her.
Why? I mean, it's true that she's a little more dependent on me than you'd expect for a girl her age, but that doesn't mean she needs me hovering around her all the time. Then again, she did seem more shaken up than usual. Maybe you're right. I should try and cheer her up while I still can.
That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, this is so difficult on a fair maiden's heart, I hope you know. You're just making me wish you were my brother all the more.
Why?
Oh man, she's funny. Anything in here? No. Okay. Over here. Hello. I wanted to come and see me last night. I just wanted to come and thank you for that. I think nothing of it. Rean, I'll always do my best to aid you however I can. You'll always be a pupil of mine after all. Really to see you're still well. A lot seems to have happened to you the past 2 months. You can say that's true. That you're quite the lost lamb at the moment, but hurrying to find a way forward is not the best course of action. First, you should reflect on yourself and your surroundings. Lisa. To see you too. I was worried about you after hearing that you vanished over in Trista. You and Luke have always been like little brothers to me, little brothers who are going to make me go prematurely gray. You're a bit too old to be a little brother though. Age has nothing to do with this. I have plenty I want to ask you, but that can wait for another time. Right now I'm happy to have you back. Please take this chance to rest and recover. Fair enough. One of the things I really have kind of come to appreciate about these games as a whole is just how lived in or maybe realized a lot of these areas are, and the characters and just the history behind them. I don't know, it's really cool at how they flesh a lot of this stuff out. I'm sure there's other JRPGs that do this, but I don't know, to me it seems like these games are kind of like a cut above all that.
If you've come to thank me for saving your butt again, save it. I'm just glad I made it in time. Princess Alphen and that sister of yours are the ones you should be talking to. You were on their minds this whole time.
Yeah, I can tell. I really do appreciate you coming for me, though. I was pretty far out from town, so I didn't think anyone would find me. Just goes to show what bracers can do, I guess.
About that, I wasn't actually the one who found you.
You weren't?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you. Then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were.
Mysterious.
I figured it couldn't hurt to go take a look. And sure enough, there you were.
That's strange. I wonder who it was.
Wish I could tell you. I couldn't even recognize their voice. Nah, that's not really true. It was kind of familiar. Maybe. Whatever. No use dwelling on it. Right now we've got bigger problems to tackle than mystery callers. There's the war for starters.
Yeah, who it was. I suppose you're right. Have you and the rest of the guild been doing much?
Well, we've been trying. We're pretty limited on what we can do. Partly because we've all been split up since the war broke out. I don't even know if any of the others in Erebonia are okay. Sarah included.
It sounds like things have gotten even more serious since I was away.
Sure has. Not even regular civilians have been able to escape being affected by it. As it stands, the Noble Alliance has the overwhelming advantage, but the Imperial Army's showing no signs of surrendering to them, particularly in a few regions across the country.
I see.
Oh, and another thing you might hear. We've been getting reports of a few Jaeger Corps taking part in the war too. Even members of Ouroboros.
Here we go. We probably got Red Constellation in this game. We got Ouroboros. Zephyr, I think. Is that the one that came back? Or is Zephyr Fee's old Jaeger Corps? There's probably members of the old Zephyr Corps that are active now. It's probably who,
Ouroboros. That secret society?
Probably who some of the characters were at the beginning that we saw during the intro.
That's the one. Jaegers being employed here in Erebonia is nothing new, but there's way more of them here these days. As for Ouroboros, they're probably just trying to stir up trouble of their own. It's what they do best. Then there's the fact that Erebonia isn't the only place with problems right now. Crossbell's full of them too. There's so much to freak out about these days, it could drive you insane. Sorry, you've got enough on your plate without me dumping all this on you, huh? Try saving all those bad thoughts you got piling up for another day. You need to focus on relaxing. You can decide what you want to do after that.
Sure, thanks, Toval. You're probably right. You're just a fountain of good advice, huh?
I've just got a few years worth of life experience on you, that's all. Oh, and while I'm giving you good advice, why not take a dip in the hot springs? Could be a nice way to clear your head.
It probably would. Hasn't let me down before. Maybe I should pay a visit to the Phoenix Wings later.
I like how all these characters are telling him to rest. It's like, okay. Get it. Get it. Rean's supposed to rest. Going through, seeing if there's any like chests or anything that I can pick up. I don't really want to miss out on a whole lot, at least at the beginning. Well, I am playing on easy, so I guess it doesn't necessarily matter that much. Zephyr is Fees? Okay, that's what I thought. Right, where are we going next? We can go to Emir Valley. We can go. Let's go to Phoenix Wing since that's still in town. Excuse me, Manager Baggins. Thanks for your concern, Mr. Baggins. That's a cool name. You can call me Master Rean all the time, perhaps so, but you always be. What's happened here since the war began, but this inn was graciously granted to us by the Imperial family. We can't allow anything to dampen our spirits. You know as well as anyone the value of these walls. Please do come by whenever you're in need of relaxation. Okay. Fun fact, I don't know if anyone really knows this, but like, the lettering back there on that sign on the door, that's Greek. I don't know if it really says anything though. Because it's... what is that? Is it Ken? Or something... I don't know if that really says anything. It's been so long since I've, like, flexed my Greek muscles that I don't really remember a lot. There's only like a few words I still remember in the Greek language. Is there a reason behind them using Greek for that? Is there some kind of special meaning behind that, or is that just kind of what they chose? It looks cool. Really any worse, I was gonna have you drink some of the new vegetable juice I've been concocting. Perfectly fine with that, thank you. New recipes have you made since then? Creativity is infinite, Rean. I'm always striving to make the finest dishes in the land. You were brushing up on your own cooking skills at the academy, weren't you? Classmates and I were cooking for ourselves at one point. Wait a sec, where'd my recipe book? No, we gotta learn all those recipes again? Oh, man. No. It's a bummer. Okay, cool, we get some salty onigiri. Okay. You understand enjoys cooking when you're at the academy. Besides, taking the time to enjoy cooking should help to lift your spirits somewhat. A simple recipe, so why not go and make it worth your family? Make it with your family. I say make it worth your family. I was like, what does that mean? Some people with history doctorates who do a podcast on trails, and it's mostly gibberish. It's just what they chose. Okay, fair enough. That's what I thought, because I noticed it in Cold Steel 1. I was trying to read it. I'm like, I don't think this actually says anything. Because you see it on the signs. I think there's a few things in the library that are like in Greek, but it just, when I was trying to read, I was like, I don't think this actually what really means anything. All right, so we've got that. That was one thing I wish I would have taken advantage more, and I need to talk to more NPCs in this game. And I should know this just from playing the crossbow games, is talking to random NPCs, because you might get recipes and stuff. And so, yeah, I wish I would have taken more advantage of that in Cold Steel 1. But again, with me playing on easy, it just doesn't really seem like that's a necessity to cook that stuff. Bring you a souvenir. I don't know if you know this, maybe, but some crazy stuff happening. Bring you a souvenir. Yeah, you can go back to Sky and Crossbow. Oh, really? Huh. Just never paid attention to that then. Was that Miss Shi over there? It's funny. You can't interact with it though. Alright, Amir Valley. Dude, fishing, let's go. I gotta say, I do kind of like how fishing is different in the Cold Steel games, where you have to like kind of mash the buttons and stay on top of it. Because before you just press one button and then boom, you got your fish. It's like, all right, it's easy. I think it's a little more fun. It's a little more interactive. Just who might you be? I was gonna say, I thought she looked familiar. You have a fishing rod? You wouldn't happen to know a young man named Kenneth, would you? Kenneth, I do actually. He's in the Imperial Fishing Club. That's the guy. That's wonderful news. Perhaps you might know where I could find him as well? No idea. That's not so wonderful. When the war first broke out, we fled Trista together, but on the way he told me that he had something that he needed to take care of and asked me to go on alone. Promised to meet me here in Amir, but there's been no sign of him since. Not that I believe anything untoward possibly have happened to him, of course. After all, there is nothing in this world that can crush the spirit of us anglers. The survival even soldiers can't hold a candle to us. Well, okay. So you're looking a little glum. Times like these, something like a spot of fishing to you. Kenneth, it's only fair for me to assume you're a fan of fishing too. I'm titled Black Angler. I have my fishing gear with me. I'm getting there. You must be quite the skilled fisherman. In that case, please take these. Fishing rod? Yes. To give them away if I ever cross paths with any promises. Fishing enthusiast, so go on, it's rightfully yours. He is a bronze angler judged by the same standards as a professional. And top of the fishing god. Plenty of prizes you can exchange your angler points for, so beyond being pure bloody fun, fishing should prove worth your while. Do someone I got the chance. We got a chance right now, Rean. In the fishing book, you can fish by inspecting fishing points, blah, blah, blah. You know how this works? Yep, we know this. Got some ground bait, too.
I could probably fish here.
There we go. That's so nice to have an icon now. That's a little bit more noticeable, because in the last game it was kind of hard to tell where you could actually fish. Let me see here. Cold Steel are the easiest games, and they just get easier as you go on until CS4 at least. They nerf some things from CS3. Okay, good to know. I don't like the mashing part, but I like how it's streamlined and there are no rare fish spawns. And no trial and error with different rods, baits. That's good to know. Yeah, I just like how it's a little more... I don't know. To me, I just kind of like this a little bit better. Say that when they start utilizing 4 buttons, it's like, okay, this is a little much. It's a little crazy.
Not bad.
A little crazy. Because there was a few that I came across at the end of the last game, and I was like, dude, like, it's literally hopping across all 4 buttons at this point. Kind of nuts. We'll just get as many fish as we can here,
Not bad.
and then we'll move on to the next story beat. These might come in handy. This isn't Dark Souls. Dakota, what's up, man? You're right, this is not Dark Souls, or is it? Perhaps you've just been playing the wrong Dark Souls for years.
Not bad.
And the real Dark Souls is the one that has fishing in it. So, JM, when you say there's no trial and error with different rods, what do you mean? Like you can use the same rod pretty much the entire game and get the same type of fish, or I mean the Dark Souls of Persona. I feel like that might have been the Sky games. Those got a little difficult.
Not
from
bad.
time to time. How many do I got left? 0? Okay, we'll leave it there. We don't need to spend a whole lot of time fishing. One thing I do want to point out too, there will be times where I will probably play this off stream. And then I'll catch everyone up kind of where... Okay, we'll go from back to the village. There's probably gonna be times where, you know, I'll play off stream, try to get ahead a little bit, and then I'll catch everybody up. That's kind of like what I did. It'll probably be a lot of just like grinding and taking care of side quests and that stuff. It will mainly be what it is. Okay, so we go back to the Phoenix. Back to the Phoenix Wings. But I'm gonna try my best not to progress the story a whole lot off stream. But again, I want to be able to play Reverie when it comes out, so, or at least give myself the best possible chance to do so. I'd really like to play that before school starts back up. Crossbow, there were different rods and baits. You could only use some rods with some baits, and when you got a new one, you had to go back to all the fishing spots again. That's true, going back to Sky. Gotcha. Game volume sounds higher than your voice. Might just be my phone speakers, though. It's probably the game volume. Let me see here. See if I can adjust that real quick before we get back into the game here. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's definitely the game. Let me bring that down just a hair. That should probably fix things a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. It was up a little high. My thing is I'm trying to balance it. I don't want the game to be so quiet that like y'all can't hear it, especially with the characters. With some music tracks, it does compete with your voice. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I might just turn the... When I get to the menu thing, I'll just turn the background music down a little bit. But I'll leave it there for now. I think that should fix some of the issues there. Alright. Alright, so Rean's gonna go to the hot springs, and hopefully nothing bad's going to happen. Should go around and let everyone know I'm okay first. They've all been so worried. Do we really got to? I'd go inside, it's fine. We're just clean, a nice warm soak. We'll enjoy the scenery. Sounds like just the thing now. If anybody asks, you can just be like, I mean, y'all told me to go rest. Curious to know what that scar is exactly on his chest.
You really can't beat an outdoor hot spring. Feels like all the fatigue that's been building up inside me is melting away. I don't think I realized just how exhausted I was until I came in here. Still, what am I supposed to do now? Chancellor Osborne's been shot, the capital's been occupied, and now even Trista and the Academy are under the Noble Alliance's control. Then there's Crow. I was practically a joke. I didn't stand a chance against him. Even borrowing the power of something like a divine knight wasn't enough to fight him on equal terms. Far from it. It was hopeless from the start. I didn't realize before, but he was holding back against me the whole time. Even without that trump card of his, he could have defeated me effortlessly. And yet there was me, all happy, thinking that I'd won, right before he knocked me back with a single blow.
What's kind of cool is armor.
If only I wasn't so weak. If only I'd been able to hold my ground. Maybe things would have been different. Instead, I ended up running away and leaving everyone else behind. There's no point in blaming how things ended on Celine or Valimar. None of this is their fault. This is all on me.
See, this is one of the things that I actually kind of like about Rean, is because me and him are similar, where we have this really bad tendency of carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. And so, I don't know, this is where I'm kind of like having trouble placing him on like where I like him in regards to the past protagonists of the past games.
Because of that, I've lost everything. I'd finally found a place where I felt I belonged, and people to share it with, and I lost it all. I thought my life was finally gaining some direction, but now I feel totally lost again.
Rean?
No, not this. Hot springs are like Boba Fett's back to tank. Bath time equals flashback time. Yeah, or self-reflection. Rean is Lloyd V2 with more self-loathing and less obsession with barriers. Lloyd did have an obsession with barriers and getting over them, that's true. Please don't let this be what I'm worried about. Why?
Sorry if I'm bothering you.
Elise,
is this gonna get weird?
did you want to use the springs too?
Is this gonna get weird?
I heard you were here. So I thought that perhaps I could come and join you.
No.
I mean, I know we used to come in here together when we were kids, but we're a little old for that now, don't you think? I'm not so sure it's the best idea.
It's not. I've watched enough anime to know where this stuff tends to go. Let's not.
Please, we're siblings. There's no need to feel so self-conscious. And you must be exhausted after all that's happened.
Did I miss, like, Elise clearly has a crush on Rean, right? That was established in the first game. That's why Princess Alphen was making fun of her so much.
So I thought the least I could do was come and wash your back for you.
No, Elise, that's weird. The JRPG things are already weird. I'm uncomfortable. Dude, how do you think I feel? Why are people laughing? Does she? No, please. Do we skip all this? Oh gosh, we're still at the springs. Bro.
The water's nice and toasty, huh?
This is so weird.
Truth be told, I haven't taken a dip here for some time. I'd forgotten how pleasant it was to sit here and admire the snow.
Yeah, same here. Bathing during the fall when the leaves are changing has its charms, but something about watching the snow really relaxes me. And it's plenty relaxing even without a bottle of sake in hand, despite what Master Kafai might tell you.
Skywalker time.
He's always been a heavy drinker, to say nothing of the fact that Father can never turn down the opportunity to help him finish a bottle or three whenever he visits.
I'm sorry. You came out here because you were worried, didn't you?
Oh no, not at all. That wasn't why I came here at all. It's just that...
Is this... So, before I start just like... Is this... In Japanese culture, are siblings like kind of this close, where a situation like this wouldn't be considered weird? Because to someone like myself here in the States... Nice weather we're having, huh? Yeah, I am admiring the snow. Elise is also 2B's voice actor. Keep that in mind. Okay.
You're not the only one. It's like everyone I meet has to go out of their way for me. It's how things have been for my whole life. How everyone feels like they have to be around me.
What do you mean?
It happened the day Dad picked me up in that blizzard 12 years ago.
That's right, his dad
It
found him in
happened
the
the day
blizzard.
when I lost control and scared you 8 years ago. It happened the day Master Kafai cut short my years of training. It even happened only last month, when everyone risked their lives so that I, and I alone, could be saved.
That's not...
Looking back on my life, I've been too fortunate for my own good. All I've done is bask in the kindness of everyone I know, giving nothing worthwhile in return.
Dude, Rean is like Captain Depresso. Good grief.
On the contrary, I've brought nothing but misfortune to them instead. Like I'm
Through
some
the original
kind of
Japanese.
curse.
Maybe. Yeah, I might say something different.
I don't have the right to be treated kindly. I don't deserve to have others putting themselves out for me.
Dude, Rean, you're about to get slapped, dude.
Not when I seemingly can't do a thing to return that kindness and am too weak to fight for them when they need it most. None of this should have ever happened. If I'd known it would. If I'd known things would ever become like this.
JM, you were on point, man. There is way more self-loathing with this character.
Then I'd never have gone to the academy to begin with.
Stop. Do you seriously mean all that you've just said?
See here, Japan is just weird about these things. Family is much more important, yeah, but there's also kind of this weird fetish about siblings that happens a lot. It's why you know it as a joke already. Crap. A lot of times JRPG's English translations are quite different because of culture differences. Yeah, that's true. Who decided this game needed a weird brother-sister bedtime sequence where homie spends 5 hours talking about his feelings? It's Cold Steel, man. Welcome to Cold Steel 2.
The right to be treated kindly? And who exactly decides who has that right, whatever that's supposed to be? I don't look out for you because I expect something in return or because I want you to defend me. Acts of kindness aren't debts to be repaid. I look out for you because I care about you, because you're important to me. And I'm sure that Mother, Father, Master Kafai, your classmates, and all of your other acquaintances feel the same.
I think we're gonna rush through this.
So please, from the bottom of my heart, please don't say that you don't have the right to be treated kindly. Of course you do. You just don't realize it. You care so much about the people who matter to you. So why can't you understand that those people care just... Think back to that day when you were separated from your classmates. What kind of expressions did they have when you parted from them?
They...
Gosh dang it, Millie.
They were smiling. They all believed that we'd see each other again. That no matter what happened along the way, we'd all be reunited. And that one day, we'd move forward together as a class again. Maybe there's nothing wrong with feeling lost and impatient from time to time. I believe in all of them. And if they see me as worthy of their trust, then I'd like to try and believe in myself too. We're classmates. And more than that, we're friends. So long as I keep moving forward, I'm sure that somewhere, someday, our paths will cross again.
I think so too, Rean.
Dark Souls will never cause this level of discomfort. Dude, have you seen some of those enemy designs?
Thanks, Elise. I feel like you gave me exactly what I needed to move forward.
Let's not forget the half, what is it? In Dark Souls 1, the half woman, half spider character, who's like basically topless. That was pretty uncomfortable.
You don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything. All I did was remind you of something you already knew. It was your time at the academy that gave you what you needed. I admit, I am a little envious of your classmates, though.
Don't carry that thought any further. Stop petting people, Rean.
Still, I'm really thankful to have you in my life. I might not be the most dependable brother in the world, but I'd appreciate it if you kept looking out for me. And while it might be a ways away, I'll keep striving to be an older brother you can be proud of.
I'm always proud of you, you know? And of course I will. I see all's well that
Here's
ends
Alphen.
well.
No, don't bring more people into
Your
this.
And you've brought Celine, too.
No.
Hope you don't mind us barging in.
I do. Stop. Stop.
Well, what brings you here? I heard that you were both here from Toval, so I thought I might come along and see how everything was going. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to help cheer up? And oh, what a heartwarming sight I happened to stumble upon during my... Considering you were waiting for the perfect time to make your grand entrance...
You were waiting?
Were you listening? Elise, have you ever known me to be... Oh, the bond between siblings is truly a miraculous thing. I'm so...
Still, Elise is one thing, but I'm not entirely comfortable sharing
Thanks,
experience
Japan.
with
Yeah.
you, Your Highness.
Thanks, Japan.
Oh, come now, Rean. This is the bath. Ranks are stripped once our clothes are, as far as I'm concerned. That being said, may I join Elise in washing your back
No,
as
what
well?
is this obsession
This
with
would make
washing
the
Rean's
perfect
back?
chance for us to finally strengthen our bond as
No.
Your Highness!
No. He is a lot like Olivier, though. Just stirring the pot. What? Why are we Stop! What is... What is this game? Rean, get out of there.
I'm sorry, okay?
Huh?
About, you know, I'm not exactly all that cognizant of human feel, but thinking back, I have done some...
As soon as I read all the text, I'm just gonna
If anything,
just skip
I
to the
should be
next
the
one.
one
Rean, why are you
apologizing.
petting
Shouldn't
everything?
have taken my frustrations out on you like
Probably
that.
shouldn't. Out of context, that sounds...
Can you
Never
forgive
mind.
me?
Never mind. That
Forgive
sounds
you?
really bad.
Why would I need to...
Dakota, I love how this message was held for review. To be fair, Rean is like 18 or 19, I think.
What was that?
Cool. Okay, suit
Sounded
up.
like...
I
Suit
know
up.
exactly what that was.
Yep, suit up.
It's
Let's
that
go.
magic knight we ran into on the way down the mountain.
I had a feeling Toval's art wasn't enough to finish it off.
At least petting the cat makes sense.
But the fact
Absolutely.
it's still active isn't the... It sounds like it's coming...
Absolutely. That does. Okay, are we done with that scene? Great. 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 Alright. Still a fair distance away for now, but it's getting closer by the minute. It's coming from the direction of the valley behind the village. I would finish it off, but I should have made sure. I didn't think anything could survive that fall, but if anything could, it'd be one of those things. Would it be coming here? Oh, it's going after him. So, huh. I guess they're trying to hunt down this chosen one. Wait, if I can't do... Oh, okay, I misread that. Sounds like your mind's made up and you appear to have recovered enough in my eyes. All right, then, I have no objections. All the villagers ready to evacuate as a precaution. Take care, Rean. Mom and Dad. I doubt I could compare to Sarah, but I ain't too shabby in a fight. Better having you around, honestly. So Tobal, Celine, you guys almost ready to head out? Nope. 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 Elise, you've already made things weird enough already. We're not making them any more weird. The magic knight thing just wants to help wash Rean's back. I mean, you did hear it like do some roar thing when they're at the hot springs. It's like, no, I want to wash Rean's back. It's kind of funny. Familiar with the sword style of the Schwarzer family. Spell for Rean. Dualies. Oh. Intention of doing whatever is within my power. Be more proud. Crow would wash Rean's back. Stop it! Stop it! I'm just sitting here thinking like this game should have been called The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2, Rean's back needs washed or something like that. Oh man. Man. Yeah, dude. Oh man. It's funny. People. Oh gosh. Dude, she is just stirring the pot over here. So Oliver gave me a couple of spares actually, and I also had a bunch of these. Oh, had a hunch these two would have a knack for them with a bit of practice, so I showed them the ropes on the way here. Oh, that's cool. Prologue, the depths of Rean's. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Dude, what a game. What a game so far. Oh, man. What a game. Alright. Let's take a look here. You know, customize the battle order of your party members. Swap between them, do all that jazz. Recovery items and food, we know how those work. Alright, let me see here. Okay, so we can't really link anything together just yet. So, and really this is what I was gonna set up the formation to be anyway. So that works. We'll just make a run for it. Search is on. Magic Knight's somewhere in this direction, right? Right. Very slowly coming this way, so as long as we keep following this path, we find ourselves face to face with it at some point. The farther away it is, the better. We're going to need to finish it off before it reaches the town, or we're in trouble. We've been up here a fair few times before. This way with the rest of Class 7 just a couple months ago, even. Did we really? Oh, yeah, that's right. We did do that. Never mind. I'll be saying it to you. I don't get the feeling he's involved in any of this, though. It's much milder now than it was then, so we shouldn't have quite as much trouble climbing, thankfully. Doesn't mean it won't be dangerous, however, watch your step. Never expected Elise as a party member, so this was pretty cool, to be honest. I mean, what kind of... Oh, just skip to it. I was about to ask it, what is their setup? I didn't even look at either of their setups. Neither I can't imagine it being a problem, so as long as we make proper use of our combat links. Be careful, Elise. I will. Now use combat links. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. Set links, form a combat link. Yes. We know how to do that. Tactics. Set link. Go to equip. Just take a look at their outfits. He's got a rapier, mash rod, okay. Quick caliber, halves casting time, okay. Talking about stuff from the audio drama with Blue Line. Oh, okay. Stuff that I've missed. Gotcha. They've got their stuff. She's got Luminous Ray and Phallus. Analyze, Chrono Drive, Spark Arrow, Golden Sphere. Okay.
Let's wrap this up.
Forming attacks. Yes. Enemies get unbalanced. Stuff. Unbalanced likely. And type. All that stuff. Unbalanced likely. We got all that. There we go. The assist.
Ready to go.
That was one thing I was surprised about in the we might be able to unbalance it. That's gonna matter. We don't have them linked to anybody. One thing I was kind of surprised though in the last game, I thought I would have gotten the trophies for like doing the assists, doing the rushes. I didn't. It was weird.
Thanks. Ready to go. Here I go.
Attack.
Now's our chance.
The assist. There we go.
That was great, Elise.
Thank you so much.
Petting thing again. There's the petting thing again. Now that we've covered the basics, let's get back to searching. Alright, cool. About combat links. Combat links are an integral part of the battle system. By strengthening party members' bonds with one another, you can do a finishing blow. Yes, 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 we know all of this. There's no disadvantages, so there's no reason not to keep party members linked at all times. Weapon types and unbalancing. Link attacks can only occur when the enemy is unbalanced, the success rate of which is decided by the weapon type used to deal damage. Pay attention to those. Attacks taken on a turn with a critical bonus have a 100% chance of unbalancing an enemy regardless of the damage type dealt. Maybe this is the right time will be key to victory. Toball's unique accessory allows him to use arts more quickly than any other character. Making good use of this will allow him to deal immense damage to enemies in a short period of time. That was one of the things that I...
Are you alright, Elise?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
Let's go up here.
Just warms your heart, doesn't it?
One of the things
You say so.
I didn't really pay attention to in the last game
Bring it on.
was... not gonna let her
Ready
finish
to
that
go.
sentence. Is how... These...
Let's move.
It's like I would constantly forget to set the links going into battles because they would like unlink. I'll have to keep an eye on that this time. Alright, I'll take those down real quick. Oh, I didn't even see that she wouldn't be able to make it.
Sure thing.
There you go.
Please, allow me.
What moves does she have? Swallowtail flashes forcefully, launching a shockwave. Here's the Adios and summons a healing rain down upon allies. But we don't need that, so let's just do this.
Shall we move on?
There
Oh, what a splendid chest.
you go. You just had to say it. I will say one thing I really do like about these games is that... Let's give her that, just because she has a healing ability. Oh, let me turn that on. Is the fact that, like, when you finish a battle, they have these cool little skits at the end. It reminds me of the Tales series. That's something I always liked, is you would complete a battle, and the characters would usually say something. It's just extra banter I like.
Bring it on.
I can do this.
When you die, they unlink. It's annoying and is fixed at least by the next game, if not this one. Okay, that's good to know. Did I hit both of those? No, it's just one or the other. Oh, let's do Luminous right now. Let's just try this out and see what happens.
I'm up.
Ooh, Golden Spheres are good one.
Here I go.
We'll have him focus on this one out here. Victor quotes really add a lot of personality. Exactly. That's why I like him so much in Tales.
Yeah.
And they work just as well here.
Sure thing. Here I go.
We'll just do this. That's fine.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Good stuff.
The advantage is
Yeah.
ours.
My turn.
That. Specifics. Obviously, fire is going to work, which I think.
I'm up.
I can do this.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Got him. I will say something I do like is this. Because in the last game, Rean would only like swipe once. and then there'd be like this awkward pause before you try doing it again. I like it. You can just kind of chain it together. That's pretty cool.
We must cleave through.
Let's move.
There are a lot that are specific to certain characters linked together. Well, that's good.
Ready to go.
Kind of makes sense too. 2 rapid strikes that seal movement. Knocks unconscious with great force. Special field that seals arts. 2 golden spears. Let's just kind of use this.
Please, allow me.
Here you go.
Oh, and she delays too. I just saw.
Ready to go. Here we go. Here you go.
Oh, I thought that wasn't good.
Sure thing. Sorry,
go.
That's it for you.
Cool. Alright. Animations are improved quite a bit in this game too. Yeah. So that's why I really like this. It makes me very curious to try
Let's get
fighting with other characters, or leading the party with other characters.
there.
I can do this. I couldn't be more pleased with the outcome.
Say the battle music
Every little
for this is really like it. I know I've said that already, but man, I just want to highlight it again. We got some U materials. Be good for upgrading our gear. Just the weapons. Probably go back down there to that other spot real quick.
Ready to go.
See if I can get some of those things. See if there's any kind of items down there. Focus on this guy.
please allow me.
Oh, there we go. We got a 0 perk as well, so we didn't cost any mana or EP. Let's run down here real quick and see kind of what is over here. Okay, ooh, there's a monster.
Just a chance. Let's hear it go.
Fireworks on this. Attack. Assist.
Finished. I'm up.
Perfect.
Right. I can do this.
There we go.
Shall we move on?
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Let's find out.
Bring it on. Here I go.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there a way to get all of the enemies in one circle? No, I guess not. Alright, let's take them down.
Sure thing.
Please allow me.
Sure thing.
I can do this.
I wonder if there's a trophy for...
Hey,
In the last game, there's a trophy for, like, taking down 8 enemies at once.
thank you so much.
So I wonder if that's true in this game, too. I guess I could go look. Serum powder, we'll take it. They're always helpful. Full scope. Okay, it's just a plant. Okay, I thought it was going to be an item I could pick up. But I guess not. Let's get up here.
The wind seems to be picking up.
Enemy sighted.
Or if
Let's
that's
take
because
him
of
out.
the,
My turn.
that magic knight. Dark Slash.
Right.
I'm
Goes
up.
out.
Let's move.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Grab this. Alright. We may not be able to get to this fight. I'm not sure where it's at exactly, because again, this is my first time playing it. We may have to end the stream without getting to it.
Please allow me.
But we'll see.
Here I go. I'm up.
Okay, we don't like fire. Just like bopped him in the face. Are there JRPGs where you don't play as a waifu or angsty schoolboy?
Ready to go.
Let's say Final Fantasy, but let's not use magic on these guys.
Please allow me.
I feel like
Arcus, activate.
even Final Fantasy isn't immune. Because do you mean these like female characters that are designed to
Should we move on?
be pretty or something? Like most games.
We shall be your foes.
I would say Persona. I'm just messing when I say that. What do I got here? Let's just do the rap version of that.
Here I go.
Rean isn't angsty, he's self-loathing. There's a difference. And Lloyd is neither. Yeah, that's true.
Sure thing.
Like I said earlier, Rean is definitely self-loathing.
Let's move.
Although, given kind of his predicament with how like he's adopted and you know he's kind of in this weird limbo thing in regards to nobility and all that.
Thank you so much.
That makes sense. Kind of makes sense why he's like that. At the halfway point. Oh man. A mountain as small as this can hardly hope to compare. Well, if you insist, but if you need to take a break, there's no shame in saying so. Agreed, the monsters around here are on the tough side, sure, but we can last as long as we pace ourselves. We just keep backing your brother up. Here, backing both of you up too. I'm close to that magic night, but just so we're perfectly clear, you do know you don't stand a chance against it with just the three of you, don't you? My first time going up against something that huge, but size isn't the only issue here. How do I put this? It's like there was some kind of strange power inside of it that's helping it move. I know what to do with that first. Huh. Yeah, I know just the way to do it. Celine, can we go back to Valimar? I'd like to ask for his help. If that's the best option we have, then I've got nothing more to say. Be sure you're mentally prepared by the time we get there. Okay. Much farther to go on any plan at this point is better than none. Let's move and remember slow and steady's the way. Alright, so with them saying all that, it definitely sounds like there's a good bit that we're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and save here. It's getting to lunchtime. We'll start winding down the stream here. Go back to this. All right. Switch this over here. But yeah. So far, what happened to my just chatting screen? There's so many things that are like flipping out. What is going on here? All my things are like having a hard time. Where's my webcam at? There it is. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, no, OBS is just messing up. Okay, what happens if I go to this here? Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, cool. We'll just do that. So far, I like it. There's a few awkward moments for sure. We've kind of suffered through those together. But no, it was a good time. It was a good time. I'm enjoying some of the changes to the combat, just the animations overall. It's good stuff. But yeah, like I said, I did finish Cold Steel 1, so I will have to work on getting that video prepped for that. Definitely got a lot of thoughts about it, but I will share those in a later video. But y'all, thank you for hanging out this morning, hanging out in the first stream over here on the YouTube channel. I'll be back tomorrow morning around 9:30, and we will pick back up where we left off and kind of see where the story goes from there. But with that being said, be a dear, keep it locked here, and I'll see you in the next stream, video,